Welcome back to my channel. So as you've probably seen in other videos, I'm on vacation right now and the lighting's really nice, so I thought I was going to film a few videos while I'm here. These are just some tips that I have acquired. I did a little bit of research too, just to add some more in there, but these are tips that I've acquired because I like to travel a lot, and these are things that have helped me a lot. The first thing is to wear sunscreen all the time. I wear sunscreen a lot, mainly because I have a lot of dark spots on my face. You can't see them because I have a very good foundation routine. Again, you should go watch my foundation routine because it really is really good. Like, I have taken a lot of time. I mix all of my foundations. I've taken a lot of time into figuring out what works best for my face, and a major part of that is wearing sunscreen so that my dark spots don't get darker. The next tip is pack everything in travel size. Pack in travel size, and that means whenever you're packing, specifically with my makeup bag, I used to just put my whole makeup bag inside of my suitcase and then go. I do not like to check bags ever. I don't like checking bags. I just pack really well. I learned that tip from one of my close friends. She's a really good packer. She actually came to my house and packed for me before I went to college because I'm a terrible packer. When you pack things, you need to remember that you're only allowed to take 3 ounces through your makeup bag and make sure all those liquids are meeting TSA standards. When you leave out, a lot of times you get caught up in the day and you won't have time to come all the way back to your hotel. So just leave out with everything you need. With that being said, always pack light. But if you can just leave out with your wallet, your phone, everything that you need, your chargers, always take your chargers, portable chargers, your GoPro, everything that you want, leave out with everything. Don't ever give yourself a reason to have to come back. If you can, take a quick walk around your resort, or if you're going to be in a resort or whatever area you're staying in, just take a quick walk around so you can see how your backpack feels. You don't want to get halfway through like an 8-hour day or something and like your back is aching and all that other kind of stuff. That goes for your shoes as well. You're going to want to know how your shoes feel. I always pack light snacks no matter where I go. I'm a packer. I love Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are my best friend. I love putting snacks in there and packing. That's for flights, that's for long days. I do it for school, I do it for some classes. But yeah, have kind of an itinerary or a planner. Know the things that you want to do while you're on vacation. Don't just go and be like, I'll see what I'm going to do. No. Because you don't ever want to leave a country or a place or a state, be like, oh, I forgot to do this. Keep hand sanitizer, baby wipes, Imodium. I think that's what it's called, Imodium. Keep Imodium on you. I've never had to use it, but that was a tip that I looked up that I thought would be helpful. So never let yourself get thirsty while you're on vacation. It's very easy to get dehydrated. It's a lot easier than you think. So just don't let yourself get hydrated. Pack a reusable water bottle, especially in countries where drinking the tap water isn't the social norm. Just pack a reusable water bottle to keep with you wherever you go. Always pack a pair of walking shoes, whether that be comfortable flip-flops or hiking shoes. Just, you never know how long you're going to be walking, so have them. Carry around a picture of your passport. Take a lot of photos. I take so many photos. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, try to learn a few words in every country you go to. And this is just, in general, you should always do research before you go somewhere. Do research on a few words. Do research on the social norms there, because you just never know. You don't want to accidentally offend someone. But just do a little research before you go anywhere, always. Carry your belongings or a fanny pack or whatever somewhere where you can see. You never want to have it in your back pocket. You never want to have it behind you. Always carry it somewhere where if someone reaches to go inside of it, you have to look at them first. Don't forget to call your bank. This is really important. This has happened to me before. It was really embarrassing. My eyelash. I was in Australia and I was in a Sephora and I was just going all out. I was at this mall and it was like the largest mall in the southern hemisphere. It was a huge mall. I had forgot to call my bank and I was sitting in the Sephora lounge and my card declined. And Australia is a very white country. So I was there and I was the only black person in the store. It was very embarrassing. That's just a reality that black people just have to live. You always feel like you have a double standard on you, and it was just the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me before. So never let that happen. Always call your bank and tell them when you're going abroad, because they will freeze your card Always look like you know where you're going so people don't try and harass you or snatch you up. Always look like you know where you're going. Never make yourself out to look like a tourist. Expect things to go wrong. Don't expect everything to go as planned. And when things do go wrong, don't catch an attitude. Don't let it ruin the rest of your trip. Just kind of go with the flow, because things are going to go wrong when you're abroad. Like, things just do. Everything's not going to go as planned. Write down the address of where you're living. That's just in case you get lost, just always know where you're living. Download a translator app. Not everyone speaks English. I know that Americans think that a lot, but everyone does not speak English. Google Camera is really useful. You just point the camera at something and it'll tell you what it says. Or also a money currency app, so we can just convert things, especially since sometimes people will try to cheat you. Always bring more money than you need, just because you just never know. Don't bring it all out of the house at one time. You don't want to get like robbed or something, or you don't want to just lose it or something. You never know what's gonna happen, so you don't wanna lose it all at once and then you're in a different place and you're broke. So leave some of it. There's always a safe in every hotel room. Always know where your safe is and put your belongings there. Keep your passport there and everything. Get your phone unlocked before you go abroad so that you can buy a SIM card in that country, and then that way you can use all the apps and stuff and all the different things in that country that they have. Keep a record or a journal of where you are. I like to vlog a lot, as you can see, that's why I'm a YouTuber. But if you just keep kind of a short, like one day, this is what I did today, so you can remember all the things on the trip, because it helps with memories a lot. Be as polite as possible. No one likes rude tourists, but also just be polite, because you don't know the social norms in that country. You don't know what people are used to, so you don't want to accidentally offend someone when you didn't mean to, which is another reason why you should do research on the social norms of every country or place you go to. Tip a lot. I think you should tip a lot, just because depending on where you are, the US dollar can go a far way, so keep a lot of ones on you and just be able to tip. Just even small things, just, you know, tip. Somebody carry your bag, tip. It's just nice. It's just the decent thing to do, especially when you're staying on a resort. I don't often like to stay on resorts, but I do when I'm with my family. But when you're on a resort, people are working hard. Like, people work hard to make sure everything's functioning nice, and the locals work really, really hard to make sure your stay is as pleasant as possible. If your flight gets canceled, ask for a taxi voucher and a hotel voucher. They're required to give that to you. It's kind of fun almost, because kind of like a little stay before your stay. It's a little day of like rest before. So mark your luggage for when you're picking it up at baggage claim, just like a red bow or something that's visible that says like, this plain black suitcase is actually mine and not anyone else's. Charge your devices as much as possible. Charge your devices as much as possible. Charge your devices as much as possible. Charge them anywhere. Always have your charger on you. Use incognito windows when you're booking flights. This is the most important, because if you go and look up a flight, a lot of people don't know this. If you go and look up a flight and you're not in an incognito window, the next time you go look for that flight, they'll jack up the price because they know you're looking for it. Your computer knows that you're looking for that flight. Download movies on Netflix for long flights. You can do that now on your phone. If you download a movie on Netflix, you can watch it while you're on the flight, because sometimes the flights don't have the greatest movies and you're just gonna be bored. I had to be on a 15-hour flight once and it sucked. It was not fun. Oh my goodness, this flight I just got on, there was little kids throwing up. Like, it was not. Flights, I used to love airports, but they haven't been that fun lately, so. Always ask permission before you take a picture, especially if you're taking a picture of a person. People are people. Like, something that used to bother me when I used to travel is people of other ethnicities who live in more isolated places of like the earth. They will come up to you and just take pictures. They will come up to me and take pictures, especially if my hair's in braids. Ooh, my edges aren't done. If my hair's in braids or if it's in an afro, they will just come up to me right in my face, this close, and just take pictures of me. Ooh, my foundation really is flawless, y'all. Like, this look. Oh, my eyelashes aren't. Y'all probably been staring at that this entire time. Sorry, but this look is really flawless. Go watch my foundation routine. I killed that one. Anyway, I've adjusted to it now because I've realized that like some people really just have not seen people that look like me, and that's just something I have to accept. But always ask, especially if you're in a place where things might be sacred. It's always nice to just be like, hey, can I take a picture of you? Or hey, can I take a picture of this? Because you don't ever want to offend someone, and different places have different consequences for your actions. So be as nice as possible. And my last tip, and this is really important, is use an app to track your spending. I use an app called Mint. It tracks my spending. It allows me to save. I try to save most of my money for flights and stuff, you know, because I like to travel. I try to save all of my money. But track your spending, because it's really, really easy to get caught up in just buying a little souvenir here. And I'm not saying don't splurge, because you should splurge when you're out of town, but just keep track of what you're spending your money on. Those are all of my tips. If you have found any of these helpful, or if you have some better tips, please let me know. I would love to hear about them. But I will see you all next time. See you guys. Bye.